peeps, this is Edo here for another Let's Play of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All. Here with me is Nightshade.
Oh yeah, baby, it's investigating time.
Yep, we are continuing our investigation. We found out a lot of things, actually. We found out that there was a camera in a large stuffed bear. For one. So that's kind of interesting. And we figured out where Maya is. We just can't get to her. That's the only problem. So
In short, we're exposing the truth bear.
Oh gosh. All right then. Let's. Oh wait, no. I already said.
Here we go. March 22, 9:14 p.m. Gatewater Hotel, Corrida's hotel room.
It's past 9 p.m. already, isn't it? I wonder if Mr. Edgeworth has already found Mystic Maya.
These things take time. I'd say probably not. Police are professionals, Pearls. They'll find her, so don't you worry. And if we can win a not guilty verdict tomorrow, then everything will be okay.
You're right.
Aww. I guess we have to talk to her. So the real person who killed Mr. Corrida was...
that assassin, Mr. Shelley Day Killer, right?
And the card Miss Andrews found at the crime scene seems to be proof of that. But if that's the case, then a new question comes to mind. Who was the one that hired the killer to begin with? Who is his client?
You mean who asked for the murder?
That person didn't want to dirty their own hands in blood. Whoever this client is, they're still a killer.
Who could have hired that assassin? Do you think it was Miss Andrews?
I wonder. But if she was the client, then why go through the effort to stab the knife into the corpse herself?
But if Miss Andrews wasn't the client, then no, it can't be.
Madame Guard himself?
If Mr. Ungard really did hire the assassin,
then he is not innocent at all. Far from it. He would be guilty of the crime.
But it can't be Mr. Ungard, right? I mean, when we first talked with him...
Mr. Engard, I'd like to ask you one more question. Did you kill Mr. Juan Corrida?
Alright, just so we're clear, dude. I didn't kill anyone, and that includes Juan Corrida. Okay?
I didn't see any Cyclops at that time. Actually, that reminds me.
Did you remember something, Mr. Nick?
Yeah, something Miss Andrews said at the trial today. She said something interesting.
So what is this interesting thing?
Oh, that's right. You didn't hear it, did you, Pearls? Juan had bet everything on the Jamming Ninja this year. And if he lost the Grand Prix, he was going to make sure Matt was going down with him. That's what he thought anyway. It looked like somehow Juan had in his hands a secret so powerful that it would destroy Matt's acting career had it been revealed.
Mr. Ungard's secret? What is this secret?
I don't know yet. But for now, let's think about it this way. Mr. Corrida was going to reveal the secret. That means Mr. Ungard had plenty of motive to have Mr. Corrida silenced. Which means we have to meet with Mr. Ungard. There's no way around it now. Oh God, I'm pretty sure he did it, dude. I'm just saying. There's just no way around it.
March 22, Gatewater Hotel, Alway.
Wow, it's really getting late, isn't it, Mr. Nick?
Yeah, isn't it bedtime for you, Pearls? Yeah, it's past 9 p.m. already. We still have some things to prepare for tomorrow's trial. There's still the matter of the secret Mr. Corrida held about Mr. Ungard, and Miss Andrews' real intentions These are two things I must know tonight.
But aren't visiting hours over at the detention center?
I'm sure we'll think of something. Pearls, don't you worry. Great.
March 22, Gatewater Hotel, Viola Hall.
Oh, God. Hey, wait.
What is it, whippersnapper? All I know is nothing that has anything to do with you is ever good. Like just now, I was handed a strange device for who knows what reason. And I was told to use it to search the whole hotel.
That's the bug sweeper, isn't it? The one Gumshoe made.
I don't know, and frankly, I don't care. But the request came from Edgy Poo, so...
Edgeworth?
And he said,
If you feel angry, direct your anger at that unsophisticated lawyer.
so I'm going to feel free to direct all my anger towards you.
Gee, thanks a bundle, Edgeworth. What a pal you are.
This is absolutely top secret, so you had better keep it to yourselves. I heard they found a spy camera hidden in one of those presents.
Very interesting.
I'm sure it was, you know. It was to catch poor Juan in the middle of a scandalous meeting.
Scandalous? What's that?
It means, well, you know, the gossip that's been going around about my dear Juan.
Oh, you mean that thing about Miss Andrews? I'm sure she must have had some reason for getting close to Mr. Corda.
I'll let you in on another secret, youngin. I know who planted that spy camera. It was that obnoxious puffy-haired photographer girl. The nerve of some people. Spied on people by herself as if I wouldn't want to see it for myself, too.
Wow, the alien actually admitted her true intentions for a change.
I don't know what you're thinking exactly, but I can bet that it's nothing good.
But I didn't say anything.
Yet.
I love how they can always read his mind.
So you want to know about Juan and that manager, right? Actually, as I hear it, they were something of a refreshing pair, those two.
Oh?
I tell you, Juan really welcomed that manager with open arms, I heard.
That manager? Who are you talking about?
You don't know? The manager woman Juan had. It's a shame she killed herself, though.
Oh, you're talking about Miss Celeste Impax. Miss Andrews' mentor, right?
Yes, that's the one. Not Celeste, girl. She was supposed to get married, you know.
Married? You mean to Mr. Corda?
Really? You young kids today don't know anything, do you? That girl Celeste killed herself 3 days after their marriage announcement.
3 days after their marriage announcement? What in the...
Why would Miss Impax want to kill herself? She was going to get married.
Well, that's because she was thrown away, you see, by Juan.
What?
But they were going to get married, right? They promised each other, right?
They held a grand announcement session, but 3 days later, Juan suddenly canceled their marriage.
Is that true?
It was in the weekly magazines.
But why? Why did he do that?
That was not in the magazines, unfortunately.
I see.
That night, after Juan called off the wedding, that manager, Celeste, killed herself.
How terrible.
I wonder what happened between those two.
I guess we move along. That's sad.
March 22, Gatewater Hotel lobby.
On that night, there must have been at least a few hundred people here. I guess the police are done with their questioning and investigating. It looks like things here in the lobby have finally calmed down. Where would I go?
There's still one spot you haven't been yet.
Oh, I haven't been here actually, that's true.
March 22 Police Station Criminal Affairs Department.
It feels sort of tense in here, doesn't it, Mr. Nick?
Yeah, it does. I wonder if something happened.
You're Mr. Hangard's lawyer, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, we finally found just the person we've been looking for. A real decisive witness.
Decisive witness? You mean for the Engard case?
We're taking the witness's statement right now. Gotta hand it to Mr. Hedgeworth.
What's Edgeworth up to now?
Who is this witness?
I think you know this person quite well, Mr. Lawyer.
Mr. Nick?
Between the kidnapper's demand and now this, I can't see any way to win here.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Hedgeworth wanted me to tell you something.
He did?
Even though visiting hours are long over at the detention center, he wanted me to grant you special permission, so there you go.
What?
I've already called them, so they know. Go on, go talk to your heart's content.
Thank you very much.
This is such good news, Mr. Nick.
Go talk to your heart's content? Sounds like the police are pretty sure they have tomorrow's trial in the bag. I guess we can go to the detention center then.
March 22, Detention Center Visitor's Room.
I'm sure they must have transferred Miss Andrews here by now. So that means that both Mr. Engard and Miss Andrews are in this detention center. Now then, whose story do I want to hear? Oh, I guess we'll just do Matt first.
Dude, it's Mr. Wright! I hope you can get me off the hook tomorrow. I'm counting on you, dude.
I hope so too. Edward just dropped the bombshell on me by saying that Juan Corrida was killed by an assassin, and that the assassin's client is this man, Matt Engard.
What's wrong?
Mr. Engard, there's something I must know with 100% certainty.
You seem kind of different. You're totally not like your usual lawyers, dude. Error, rebooting.
Cannot compute. About the press conference.
You mean the one where one was gonna dress up as this nickel samurai dude?
Yeah, Why am I laughing? Look what you made me do. This is what we get. Yeah, I heard a little more about it from Miss Andrews. It looked like somehow Juan had in his hands a secret so powerful that it would destroy Matt's acting career had it been revealed. Could you please fill me in on what this secret is, please? Oh, now we got the locks. I knew this was coming.
Mr. Nick, don't tell me.
Psych locks.
You said a secret, right? But I don't have any idea what it is. Do you, dude?
Did you know about Mr. Corrida and Miss Andrews' relationship?
Well, it's all over the tabloids, dude. But I don't know any of the details, if that's what you mean,
Are
dude.
you dying? What's happening? For some reason, that chick can't keep up with the dude.
Look, how many times do I have to tell you, dude? I don't care what one did with his life, dude.
Miss Andrews, she had a purpose in mind when she started seeing... Wow, what an episode this is! Us not being able to read lines. We can't be professional.
I think we needed that.
That was good. Miss Andrews, she had a purpose in mind when she started seeing Mr. Corrida. Her mentor was Mr. Corrida's manager, and Miss Andrews was going to get Miss Celeste Impact's suicide note from him.
Celeste.
Does that jog any memories? Oh, great.
Dude, I suddenly just got totally hungry. You up for a pizza? My treat?
Mr. Nick, what's a pizza? Is it a kind of pea? Like green peas?
Somebody give a pizza to this girl right now.
Let's go eat one later, okay?
I got cut off by the pizza dude at this shop, dude.
That's too bad.
Well, how about we get our minds off this topic and talk about something else, okay, dude?
Mr. Ungard, are you connected to Miss Impact's suicide note in some way?
I don't know where the note came from, but okay.
I guess we can't do anything.
Well, we can go back to criminal affairs and ask for the other person.
Perhaps, yeah.
But first, March 22 Police Station, criminal affairs. Oh, Mr. Wright, please, you have to help me.
Uh-oh. Oh, it's Mr. Powers.
What happened? Why are you here?
So you see, I got roped into this somehow.
What?
And now I'm going to testify at tomorrow's trial.
Oh, dear Lord. So the decisive witness is Mr. Powers?
I was talking with a detective until a little while ago when I was on my way home. When all of a sudden, you there! You're under arrest! And I was brought back here.
Oh.
They said my face and whole self in general looks suspicious or something.
Well, I guess I can see how they thought you looked suspicious.
I'm just a normal guy on an exercise show for kids. Is that a crime?
Apparently, yes, it is. So about this testimony you're giving, what are you going to talk about?
I really don't know yet. But it sounds like I saw something pretty important from what they tell me.
You saw something important? What was it?
Well, the detective told me not to talk about it. You can't tell anyone, and especially not that lawyer, he said.
Who do you think is that lawyer the detective was talking about?
I'm going to take a wild guess and say it's me.
Yeah, you got it.
Mr. Nick, Mystic Maya and myself are your only two allies in this whole world, but it's alright.
Ouch. I don't really have a lot of friends, do I? No, you don't, Phoenix.
I mean, do you count the butts?
No.
Exactly.
You never count the butts.
This is going to do a lot of damage to Matt, you know. Because he's got that refreshing like a spring breeze image going. You okay?
Yes, I'm fine. But what is he really like?
Well, let's see. Matt's always been kind of a player with women. He will never really turn a pretty face away, if you know what I mean. He'll always say, "It's just a game," to justify himself.
What? How horrible! That's unforgivable!
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. But you know, he said once that there's only one person in the world who won't swoon over me, dude.
One person who wouldn't swoon over him? Oh.
His manager, you know, Miss Adrian Andrews.
That doesn't surprise me. Why is Mr. Powers suddenly looking kind of energetic?
You see, I'm actually a sucker for gossip. I mean, celebrities in their world have this dazzling sort of image, right?
Dazzling sort of image? But aren't you a part of that dazzle, Mr. Powers?
No, I'm more of a hairy, sweaty, smelly, brutish kind of guy, you see.
Poor Powers.
But it's okay, really. I get to hear plenty of gossip about a lot of the other stars around me as things happen.
Well, that's true.
Oh, hey, so did you hear about this yet? About Mrs. Andrews' mentor and her suicide?
You mean Miss Impax?
We heard something about how her wedding was canceled.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I thought about it a little the other day, about that mysterious death. Hey, Mr. Wright, why don't you ask me about that? Go on, go ahead. Please tell me. I need attention.
Mr. Powers is so charged up, his skin is practically glowing with electricity.
Hey, so have you heard this? Celeste left a suicide note. And they say that Juan went and hid it.
We heard about that in court today. But there wasn't any actual proof that she had left a note.
Well, this is what I think. I think that something bad was written on that note. Something bad for Juan, that is.
Something bad for Mr. Corrida?
Why do you figure so?
Well, before she died, Celeste talked with a few of her friends. And she said, it looks like I got caught up with a truly insidious man.
A truly insidious man. Does she mean Mr. Corrida by that?
Well, there's no one else that fits the bill, right? And that will be the reason enough for him to hide the suicide note.
Because they would assume that he did it. I see. Well, that's some good info. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mr. Engard and Miss Andrews. They're both at the detention center right now. There are still things I don't understand or know about, I'm sure. I have to get the two of them to tell me everything. Alright, let's go back to the detention center. And I guess we'll talk to Andrews. I don't remember her voice. Oh well. Oh, it's you. I'm sorry to be visiting at such a late hour, but there are a few questions I absolutely have to ask you tonight. Me? I thought your client was mad. I'm sure Miss Andrew knows something. She can't be clueless about this secret Mr. Corrida had on Mr. Engard. I'd like to ask you about Matt Engard, if you don't mind. Mr. Wright, you still don't know, do you? The real him, I mean. You seem to bear a lot of resentment towards Mr. Engard. If that's the case, then why did you become his manager? And why would you become intimate with his rival? That has nothing to do with this case. Nothing. About Miss Celeste Impax, I had finally put her death behind me. And now, thanks to you, it's all come back to the surface. I'm sorry. Yes, I was shocked by her suicide. And it's true that when I heard the rumor that Juan was the one who had hidden her suicide note, I began to draw close to him. I wanted to get her suicide note back and to burn it. You wanted to burn it? But why? I didn't want it to spread, like just another piece of gossip. But I never held any murderous intent towards Juan. I would never do something so stupid. The suicide note, huh? I wonder what it said. Why did you try to frame Mr. Engard? That's simple. Because he's the killer, that's why. Isn't it the duty of every good citizen to inform the police?
But there had to be another way.
The police are excellent at doing their job, so they figured it out, right? Yeah, about that. Yes, they're so good that they couldn't figure out the real truth behind Celeste's death.
Miss Andrews.
Well, I know you're not the type of person to do something without a reason. So please, tell me why you did what you did. Revenge.
Huh? Did you say something just now?
Oh. Psych lock, huh? Well, it's just one. Don't you understand yet? You're not my lawyer. To be honest, you're more like my enemy.
But
I'm sure I just heard Miss Andrews say, revenge. I don't think there's anything. Oh, God, we gotta go back to the. God, oh!
Mr. Nick, your phone.
Hey, that's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it?
Great. I don't like the sound of this ringtone right now. It sounds kind of ominous.
Yeah, I know.
Hello?
We're in trouble now, pal. I'll be back at the office real soon.
What's wrong?
Something really unexpected just happened. Mr. Hedgeworth,
Edgeworth?
Anyway, hurry up and get back to the office, pal. I don't know what's going on anymore. It's no good.
Hello? He got cut off.
What's going on, Mr. Nick?
Gumshoe said we need to go back to the office right away.
Then we should hurry back.
I'm scared to go back.
What are you talking about, Mr. Nick? Pull yourself together.
Maybe it will be good news.
Somehow, I doubt that.
March 22, Wright & Co. Law Offices.
Great.
What took you so long, pal? Mr. Edgeworth couldn't stick around forever and had to go.
Well, what happened?
We got him. We know who bought that spy camera.
This quickly?
And this bear's what gave it away, pal.
The bear.
I figured it out, pal. I figured out that we should have been looking into the bear instead of the camera.
But wasn't it Mr. Edgeworth that figured?
Shh, Pearls. And go on.
There's only one person who bought one of those bears who's related to this crime.
Who is it? Who would be so rude as to spy on another person in their room?
Madengard.
Huh?
Madengard, your client. That's who, pal.
And here I thought things couldn't get any worse. Son of a biscuit. Are you sure you heard right? That the person who bought this bear was...
I heard it from the department store clerk, pal. This is the credit card receipt for the purchase.
Got the receipts. You can't ignore it.
It's for $3,800, pal.
300 for that bear?
That's an exact match to the price of that stuffed bear.
Like, maybe I would have, maybe 1,000, 2,000. Well, it was a foreign bear, wasn't it? It was from a different country.
Very
Receipt.
luxurious.
That's all you have? Well, I could see, like, the shipping cost then would go rocket sky high.
Nah, it's not just the receipt, pal. The store clerk said so himself. He told me, I'm sure I sold the bear to Mr. Hangard. I mean, the clerk even got Mr. Hangard's autograph out of it, pal.
Oh, there you go.
So I'm sure the person that bought the stuffed bear was Mr. Hangard himself.
Great. My sight is failing me. This can't be. So what about the spy camera we found?
That was a dead end, pal. I mean, you can get this kind of things from anywhere. But for now, I guess I can give these back to you for you to follow into evidence. I know you don't want to give up, pal.
I never thought. I didn't think it was possible. The person who put the spy camera in Juan Corrida's room was Matt Ungard.
Why? Why would Mr. Ungard do something like this?
I bet it was to catch Miss Andrews and Mr. Corrida in one of their rendezvous.
I bet is not good enough for me. I have to know the absolute truth behind this camera.
Are you going to see him? Mr. Engard, I mean.
Yes.
I'm scared, Mr. Nick. I wonder I wonder what we will find out next.
I'm scared myself, but I have to put on a good face for Pearls. Matt on guard, what in the world have you done? Oh boy. Something tells me it's not good. Oh,
You're working really late. Let's try this again. You're working really late, you know, dude. It's already past 10 p.m., dude.
I think it's time you told me the truth.
Relax. Don't you know that ignorance is bliss?
Ignorance.
But if you really want to know, let's talk, dude.
Would I have to, like...
President Magatama.
Oh,
Matt's secret.
Now, let's hear what this secret of yours is. What if Mr. Korda had been successful in his plan? What would he have disclosed?
I told you before, dude. I don't know. I don't know anything about one, okay, dude? Look, Mr. Wright. I can keep on saying it until I'm blue in the face, but I totally didn't pay one any attention the whole time that night, dude. I mean, come on. I was in the middle of a nap.
Don't lie to me.
Huh?
I know you paid close attention to Mr. Korda, especially on that night. I'm assuming that's the camera. Where is it? Oh, does it matter?
What?
I guess it would just be this, yeah, the camera. Because, I mean, I could have done the transmitter too, I guess. I don't know. Someone used this camera to secretly film Mr. Korda's room the night of the murder.
Secretly film? What?
And then sent the images the camera took with this transmitter.
Wow, but dude, where was this camera you're talking about hidden?
The spy camera was hidden in this bear's eye. Bear that was supposed to be a present from a fan.
I guess one had a few of those kinds of fan too, huh, dude?
Actually, I wouldn't say this bear was a present from a fan.
You sure, dude? Where else could it be from, dude?
The person who gave this bear to Mr. Korda was... Where is it?
You can offer profiles.
Oh, I could have done that too? Oh. I guess.
Yeah. Hold on a sec, I'm gonna ask my mom, okay? She says that I can't be friends with someone like you. Go
dang.
home. If you don't go away, I'm gonna call the police on
I
you,
guess
dude.
I had to do the profile. Oh, that's kind of dumb. I thought the answer was right there in front of me. So I actually have to show the profile? That's kind of dumb. Since it's
I mean,
gonna
he's
be...
asking you who it is, not like, how can you prove it's that person?
True. Mr. On Guard, don't you know this bear from somewhere?
I don't think I've ever met Mr. Bear before, dude.
Aw, but he says he knows you. How could you forget such a great friend?
What else did the bear tell you, dude?
He says that the one who put the camera in his eye was you, Mr. On Guard.
If I didn't know how you work in court, I'll think I was in some serious trouble, dude. Come on, this is all a joke, right, dude? You're just pulling my leg.
Looks like you're not ready to give up your secret yet.
Well, do you have any proof you want to show me first, dude?
Okay, now this is it. Here's the proof that it was you who put the camera inside the bear. Now we go to the thing. I have here one credit card receipt, Mr. On Guard. It's from when you bought that stuffed bear.
Dude, how you can tell from this is that I spent $3,800.
I go to that department store all the time, okay, dude? This $3,800, this could be the toothbrush I bought that one time.
A $3,800 toothbrush?
It's ivory, and it got elephant hair for bristles.
Ew. Elephant hair. Is that what rich people use nowadays? Anyway, the store clerk clearly remembers you and your purchase. After all, you even gave him an autograph, did you not?
Dude, you should have said that earlier. So can I ask you one thing, dude?
Yes.
You're my lawyer, right, dude? So if you are, then why are you looking into stuff like that?
Because if I don't know the truth, I can't help you.
Sounds more like stupid lawyer talk to me. Hey, let's stop talking about this, okay?
No, not yet. I haven't asked why you set the camera up yet. And what your secret is. Of course, it would be strictly confidential.
So, what are you going to do now?
I'm going to find out what I want to know, because I must. Reason you hid this camera in Mr. Corridor's room, filmed it in secret is... This is what I would present her, huh?
Why?
Because he wanted to catch something between her and Corridor. I think this is the only thing I could do.
Adrian Andrews?
There is a rumor going around that Miss Andrews and Mr. Corridor were having secret meetings. You, who was keeping tabs on Mr. Corridor, were going to reveal this as fact and turn it into a scandal. Isn't that right?
Dude, you can be such a moron.
Huh?
Oh man, Mr. Lawyer, dude, that kind of scandal? That's the good stuff! That's what we in the industry call juicy.
The good stuff? Juicy?
Look, we can't get publicity without spending a penny with that kind of stuff, dude. I mean, if people stop paying attention to us, then you'll be the end, dude.
Too bad that wasn't your intention.
What are you talking about?
I wish your reason for spying was something so innocent, but it wasn't. You didn't spy on Mr. Corridor because of Miss Andrews, and there's only one reason I could think of for you to do such a thing. The real reason you set up that camera in Mr. Corridor's room was... No, would I present this?
For the record, you presenting Adrian Andrews was optional.
Oh, really?
You could have just skipped that part.
Oh, I didn't know that.
What is that card?
Maybe he doesn't know about this card. This is a certain man's calling card. The man's name is Shelley the Killer, and I'm sure you know of him, don't you?
Shelley the Killer. That's ridiculous, dude. Why will I know some shady scumbag like him?
If you really don't know him, then why are you acting so jumpy all of a sudden? This is it. I'm finally starting to get to the truth. I can't afford to make any more mistakes now. Mr. Matt Ungard. Oh, geez, that is a big mistake. I know why you know Mr. Killer. It's because... his client. Since you're the one who set up that camera, that means you knew. You knew exactly what was going to happen in that room. So, how? How would you know something like that? It's because you're his client. That's why. You hired Shelley the Killer to assassinate Mr. Juan Corda. The real mastermind behind this whole murder is you, Matt Ungard.
And here I was trying to be a good boy for you, dude. I thought if you didn't know, you'll be able to do your job without feeling bad. Well, that's what I thought anyway.
Mr. Ungard, you really did hire?
Hold on a sec. I'm gonna consult myself, okay?
Consult myself?
Well, I guess it's probably about time anyway, dude.
About time for what?
I think it's time for you to meet him now, Mr. Liar, dude.
Oh, they all broke. Oh!
How do you do, Mr. Liar? I'm Matt Engard.
Dang. Look at that scar. Yay, my health bar went up.
Well done, Mr. Wright. I bet it wasn't easy to gather as much information as you have.
You really... So you are Shelley the Killer's client.
You didn't really think I will dirty my own hands in this, did you?
What do you mean?
And that woman, Adrian, was quite brave herself. Trying to stick the crime on me, I didn't think she had it in her. But all I care about is that one is dead. Isn't that right, Mr. Liar?
That's... You're lying! What a terrible...
It's way past your bedtime, little girl. Go on, let us grown-ups talk about more adult things.
But why? Why did you hide the video camera and...
A weakling soon believes the words of others, just like that pathetic Adrian.
He knew about Miss Andrews' secret?
But I'm no weakling. I don't believe anyone. Least of all assassins.
What?
Oh, come now, Mr. Wright. Assassins aren't above blackmail. They turned their clients into cash cows by holding the sinful deed over their heads. And a superstar like me, how much do you think I'm worth? Care to guess?
And that's why...
Yes, that's where the video comes in. It's got his face and the crime scene recorded on it, preserved for all time. With that, I can keep him at bay and even blackmail him if I want. That's right, that video is my insurance. Isn't that what they call it, Mr. Wright?
Why would you do something so wrong?
Because I'm a grown-up and I can. Good enough an answer for you, little girl?
Why? Why would you kill Mr. Corda?
Because he was about to sling so much dung onto my beautiful public image. Scandals are a little annoying, aren't they?
This is all because of that press conference, isn't it?
If Mr. Corda had been able to give it, then Mr. Ungard's secret would have...
Well, that's what we call taking advantage of the situation, you know. I had no interest in doing it really, but bit by bit it crept up on me. And then the situation just presented itself perfectly. How beautiful, I thought.
And that's how Mr. Corda ended up dead.
Let me tell you something. I'm not like Adrian. I don't depend on anyone. People are simply things to be used and thrown away. Put on a sweet innocent face and people will swallow anything you feed them. Adrian fell for it, that assassin too. Oh, and how can I forget? Even you fell for it, Mr. Liar. Everyone, all working their butts off for me, Matt Engard. Did that leave you speechless? What a shame. What's wrong, Mr. Liar? You've grown awfully quiet.
How could I have been so deceived by you all this time? When we first met, I asked if you had killed Juan Corda, and you answered very clearly that you hadn't killed anyone. But it was true.
Hey, now, I never told you any lies. The person who did the killing was that the killer guy, right? All I'm guilty of is staking a catnap in my room.
You killed Mr. Corda!
I dare you to say that in court tomorrow. But too bad you can't. You're my lawyer after all, aren't you? You could always drop my case and refuse to represent me. How does that sound? But you can't, can you? That will be the one thing you absolutely can't do.
The Mystic Maya.
You wouldn't want to test the killer. He's a man of his word, or so I hear. You could end up getting a certain friend of yours rubbed out if you lose.
You scoundrel.
So if I were you, Mr. Wright, Esquire, I think I will give it all my all tomorrow. Remember, everyone likes a happy win-win resolution.
I'll get you for this.
That's such a cliche phrase. Once it's something just like that if memory serves. Of course, well, we all know how well the angst turned out for him, now won't we? Good night, Mr. Lawyer.
Maya, what am I supposed to do? And now you finally found it. Oh, the starting line of this case. Edgeworth, I don't care for the horrid atmosphere here. Let's return to the precinct. Oh, damn, that was quick. You weren't gonna say it?
No, I'm thinking if we should cut here, because there's still a little bit.
A lot? Okay, alright.
It probably won't be as long the next one, but if we keep going, this might go like 90 minutes.
Okay, then we'll, I guess.
And worst case, I'm wrong.
Alright then. Okay, so then, alright, in the next episode, we will continue our investigation. Oh boy! Our client is a fraud, and a bad one at that. Hopefully we can find a solution? That's gonna be the interesting thing. So this was Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All, with me,
Edo.
and Nightshade.
This is quite a pickle now.
No kidding. And with that, we are out of here.
Bye.
Also, how did you get that brandy?
Right? It's orange juice, Nightshade.
It's pretty.